What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 47 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Golgast attacked the Griffin Wood in an absolutely massive battle, fighting off the enemy garrison as well as Draika and her army, though Draika didn't want to fight herself, as well as a little bit of extra units that were standing outside the settlement as well. The Berserker army was victorious and in fact gained its first two Chosen of Khorne with dual weapons. Wait, I guess 3 Chosen of Khorne with dual weapons. There we go. Army's getting stronger. I don't know whether we'll be evolving every single one of these units to Chosen of Khorne, though then again, considering the amount of cash we have, I don't see why not. I do find it a little bit strange that the Chaos Warriors of Khorne actually have more armor than Chosen of Khorne. It does seem a little bit incongruous, but what can you do? I guess that's from some of the buffs we have. Oh well, good job to Golgast and his win last time, and now let's see what we gotta do this turn, as in what do we have left. Rel is waiting in ambush here, Mentash Malthus Dire, you have already sacked Talabaim, so you're good. Fragnus Kurgan Tamer, you're in the same situation where you're ambushing, and we'll see about you. Demahar Morspig, yes. You are marching towards the Tower of Gorgoth, as there's nothing really else to attack here. I guess we'll be declaring war on Imric shortly, which is just fine. Alrighty, well, I guess if we need to move to the Tower of Gorgoth, we'll put you here first, and we'll put you in camp stance, and then hopefully, wait, do we heal up more here or in... No, we heal up more in enemy in friendly territory. Oh, hello. Imric actually has a full stack there. It's a lot of archers, which is decent for him, considering that this will be a walled settlement fight, and though I do have to wonder whether he'll actually stay here or not. We shall find out shortly. Now, Mentash, we've checked you are stuck where you are for now, unless you want to move, which I don't think we do. You are good, you are heal, or you are getting your recruits up and running. Mercy, do you still need to steal tech? Another 18 turns. Guess you could keep doing it, why not? Wait, 67, that's about the same. I guess it doesn't really matter where you steal tech from anymore, and as long as you keep succeeding. I'm pretty sure you have enough, or almost enough. Yeah, I think you have enough to steal. Yeah, you don't actually need to steal any more tech. You're good. We're good forever. We're nearly done. Assassin, you are going to just move around here, just so we don't have to deal with you. Fator Gorefeaster. I don't remember who you are. Oh, you're a case sorcerer of metal. We have to put you in Kailas's army. Yeah, that's fine. And that is fine. We also have to get Kailas another Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, which we can do by taking out one of these. Well, it'll have to be Crown of Kings that we get rid of right now. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but, well, what can you do? What does Crown of Kings give us again? It's the XP sharing, yeah? Yeah. Alright, well, fine. We'll replace you, for now, with Carnage Incarnate. There we go, and I guess we gotta replace Hellish Bite as well. I think the things that we're missing are Chaos War Shrines of Khorne. Yeah, we need these constantly. I do wish that we could get more Chaos War Shrines per use of this thing, but what can you do? Chaos War Shrine of Khorne, that'll be you up next. I will definitely put some more Bloodthirsters in an army. Ooh, maybe we'll do an army with like 6 Bloodthirsters, just because we can at this stage in the game. I mean, why not? Alrighty, well, that's done. Then, this means that we can replace the Giant here, which we've been waiting to do, with the last Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. There we go. 4 Dragon Ogre Shaggoths, 4 regular Dragon Ogres, and then the Summoners of Rage as well. If we can pick up a couple more regular Dragon Ogres, maybe we get them in here too. Though at this point, if you're going to get replaced by a Sorcerer, or maybe this is a good balance, so that we have at least some infantry for certain things, like going up on walls, for example, if we were to desire to do such a thing. Alrighty, who else needs to do things? Kukhar Slave Maker, you need to what? Who are you again? Scaled Skin, hates men, you were stealing tech for a while, but you were also supposed to join an actual army once you're done stealing tech.
Fight!
We have a Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, you are a Chaos Sorcerer of Fire. I'm just thinking that I would like to put you into this army. Ooh. Wait, are you guys ready to go into Chaos Knights yet, or is it rank 8? It is rank 8, damn it. Now that's a question. See, putting a Chaos Sorcerer of Fire into this army could be quite helpful as well, because Kindle Flame will buff all of our Exalted Bloodletters. The problem with this is that we'd have to lose more units to do such a thing. You know what? Steel Tech, I think, for now. We could also potentially put you in another army. But considering, once again, that Kindle Flame buffs these guys, maybe it would be worthwhile. Well, either way, for now, get Evasion and get those Piercing Bolts burning, because they're just too good not to have. Yeah, and then we could use the Fire buff on the on these units. The thing is, Metal has the Glittering Robe, which is really useful for the Exalted Bloodletters, although their armor is getting to a pretty good state at this point. Do we want to lose one of the Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual weapons? I suppose what we could do, if we really wanted to, since we don't have Chaos Vanguard and we may not even bother with it, well, we might bother with it, I don't know. But what we could do is just change out the Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual weapons all for Aspiring Champions, so we get 3 Aspiring Champions, and then the second Sorcerer, and of course all of these guys become Chaos Knights. Something along those lines. I think that might be a nice compromise. Certainly potential for it, but we'll wait until Kuhar is back. Alrighty, let's see who else needs to move. Assassins moved. Kuhar, the other Kuhar. You have 13 steel techs. I guess you could get a couple more steel techs. Do you need them? Probably not, but while you're here, nothing else for you to do. And I believe that's everybody that has to move, unless I'm mistaken. Which means we do buildings, then we go on to next turn. Alrighty, so buildings, Shardlands, Fortress of the Damned, yes, 15k, we certainly have that. Hellspire Mountains, ooh, lots of upgrades here, very nice. Get that Profane Sanctum. Do we want the Obsidian? Yeah, I think we want the Obsidian. And lastly, what do we have here? We don't need the growth here anymore. Let's upgrade that Serpent Jetty as well. We could get the Giant thing just for the extra cash, or the Chaos Stables, again, just for the extra cash. Or we could get the Exalted Hero thing. Then again, it's kind of far. The thing is, we probably want the Exalted Hero building everywhere where we can get it at this stage in the game, because we just don't have the capacity that we want for the Exalted Heroes. But on the other hand, more money is also swell. Our choice, or we can just ignore the Occultist camp, but at this point I think we're in that. Alright, Recruit Rank +2, Chaos Undivided Corruption +4. Yeah, so the income generated is 100. I guess our hero and Recruit Rank is also not too bad. Chaos Giant and Feral Manticore. I keep building the Giant locations, I feel, right? You know what, let's go for the Horse Barn here, rather than the Giant location. Honestly, we could probably delete the wall here if we really, really wanted to. But we'll see. Well, let's continue. Mountains of Hell. Wow, that's like 3 territories all being upgraded to tier 5. Ooh, also, I guess we don't need that Skull Hall here. We don't need that Skull Hall here. And we don't need that Skull Hall here. Or Skull Halls. It feels like it's wrong to delete Skull Halls, but, you know, that's what we're doing, I guess. You didn't even have a Skull Hall. Huh. How'd you get to tier 5 without a Skull Hall? Well, good job to you, nonetheless. Anyway, I believe that's it, so we can end the turn, yes? Should probably just take another look whether I've forgotten to delete a Skull Hall anywhere now. Aha, wait, no, you are going to be upgraded in 4 turns, so... And I got excited for a second that I found another Skull Hall. I know exactly how Khorne feels. You are good, you are being deleted, good. Good. I should also probably switch off all of these. Well, no, the construction cost reduction is still probably good. Alrighty, well, I believe all the other ones are not tier 5, so they don't matter. Wow, you are not making a lot of money yet, Forbidden Citadel, compared to the others? Damn. A little bit disappointing. Deadwood's making 5.4k. Okay, well, since we have a little bit of cash left, one other thing I want to do... Ooh, we have targets. Damn, I was hoping the Nagaron would be one of them. Let's go ally missions... Lewin... Kemmler... Let's go Kemmler. Oh wow, that took them all away. Okay, fair enough. Alright, now, outposts. Just get them all. Everyone that isn't done... Ooh, I don't even have one with you. Oh yeah, because this is a dead faction. Did we just build it even if it is a dead faction? There isn't much point. This is gonna bother me. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna say outpost available for the rest of the damn campaign. Huh, wait. We can't even talk to the faction. I was hoping that we could unvassalize them and then attack them, but that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, well, I'll check in a second, but I don't think so. Because they're not actually visible. Alright, just keep upgrading everything. Null Farlings, you're in the exact same situation where you don't actually exist. So it doesn't matter where we build the outpost. Everything else, just keep building. Outpost here, good. You are not good, Dolgan. You are not good, Scourge of Cain. And... oh, we don't have one with the Fecondites. Well, that's just disappointing. Upgrade you, and we're starting to run out of cash. We may not be able to build all the outposts. And we won't construct the one at the Heralds of the Tempest because we'll build it in their new territory once we give it to them. Broken Axe, yeah, sure. Ooh, yes, new guys. You have to build it at your capital, which is gonna have to be Kazit Irkulaz. So right here. Yeah, why wouldn't Kazit Irkulaz be at the top? What are you talking about, game? Oh, I'd like to get some Arachnaroks, actually. Alrighty, and I believe... well, that's all we have money for, and that was all the upgrades we had anyway. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Outpost begins... oh, for the love of... okay. Now, I just want to double check. Norska, if we take a look at you... yeah, we don't have the non-existent factions here. If only they at least appeared here, we could at least cancel them. Also, Yusak. Oh, right, you're the vassals of the... yeah, we're about to be at war with you. Temporarily, mind you, but still about to be at war with you. Alrighty, well, with that, we can end the turn. Let's see if one of our several ambushes succeeds here. Skip, Path to Glory available... we'll skip for now. Commandment available. In Griffinwood, oh. We don't really care about the place. Just go for they've come to the wrong place, I guess. And damaged building in Kessel Baston, oh, because it got... he got sacked by Altherloss, yeah, that's fine. And another commandment available that I forgot, apparently. Oh, in Wolfenburg. Yeah, but we're going to transfer Wolfenburg to... if we can get Norden from these guys. Transfer it to these guys. What can we give them for Norden, I wonder? What do they want? Let's see, they have Castle Alexandra now, but these guys have Zoishank. Could you give us Zoishank? We can't get that from you. Alright, well, what do we give these guys for Norden, then? I want Norden for oh wow. We might be able to just buy it from you. Don't want to give you Adgig, don't want to give you the Forbidden Citadel. Wolfenburg or Zavostra? Is there any reason to hold on to Zavostra? We're probably better off giving it to either the Skaven or the Wintertooth. Oh, in fact, we are going to give it to the Wintertooth. Ooh, in fact, before I forget, let's trade Kurg Ungor for Zavostra. Ungor for Zavostra. Yeah, like that. Why? So that we can trade Kurg Ungor back to the orcs here, to the Bone Rattlers. And, keep your money. Alright, like so. And then, Karakaraziak. Can we give them anything? I mean, we could start giving them this territory. We're gonna keep the Cultist Camp of Pottery, and probably the Cultist Camp with Pastures. I guess we could start giving them Nagenhof or something. Nah, they can have these territories as well. Alrighty, Nagenhof and Mordheim. Well, we can't give them Beckhofen, but yeah, fine. Nagenhof it is for Karakaraziak. Nagenhof, and then where's Raziak? Right there. Oh, you don't want to do that, eh? Alright, what about Mordheim? Would you want Mordheim more? Oh, we can't even give you Mordheim. Alright, fine, we'll have to do that with a little bit of cash accompanying, which is fine. And we'll give Karakungor to these guys afterwards. Now we can end the turn, minus the... They've come to the wrong place, there we go. And, another one? Everybody's come to the wrong place, apparently. Now we're good. Alright, ambushes, let's see. And you're going to attack Castle Baston again. I kind of wasn't expecting that. I guess you're gonna take it over now? No, you're just gonna sack it again. Okay, this army's behaving kind of weirdly. Maybe our ambush got foiled, so they didn't want to move southward? I guess we'll see shortly. Man, there's still a surprising amount of factions. Oh yeah, because I guess we're not really destroying as many factions because we are just vassalizing as many. Ah, damn. Valkia's ambush failed, as we didn't get a fight with Karl Franz. But oh well. And, oh, this is the death of this little faction. And, ooh, you are you. Alright. Auto-resolve this. And, wow, it's a decent amount of souls for that. We can replenish slightly. You know what? No, kill the captives. Kill the captives for the little bit of extra XP to get additional Chosen of Khorne. Alrighty, Grand, Scourge, none of you are very interesting. Dirthu, I take it, has already moved, even though he was close to some of our stuff. I guess he hasn't attacked that. Oh, really? None of the ambushes. Okay, okay, game. Valkia spent some turn in ambushes. Great for her. Where did Karl go? He either got killed at... What? Wait. He went around like this and didn't go after... Okay, well then. Oh, but he's under siege by Hama here. Will Hama win this? I'm not entirely sure. So the problem with this is if we leave Hama alone... Okay, let's also just wait. Go past all this. Wargrove of Woe destroyed. Fare thee well, Draika. Even though it hurts to destroy Draika, she wasn't going to ally with us. Province secured. Forest of Varden Shore. Technology researched. Yes, buffs for manticores. Don't really care about the buffs for the warhounds all that much. And we did want Warhorn, but I think we still want the slaves to darkness earlier. As fast as possible. Oh, but also Culling of the Weak. Ah, damn. Well, there's a lot of stuff we want, I guess. Alrighty. And hey, you got a student for the assassin. Huh. Interesting that it's the assassin that got the student. But oh well. Man. I really don't want to have Valkia wait around here. She's busy, damn it. Yeah, she's going south. Screw it. If one of our allies is going to have to take care of Karl. Valkia can't be sitting around here. Just things to kill. Alrighty, and Azubhor, you... Ooh, can you get to that 4th railgunner yet? Nagarond and 27, 25. Okay, one more turn. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait a turn, or waste a turn with you, but, well, whatever. Well, what can you do? Can you get any more regular units? No, you cannot. You know what? I know I deleted the Warhounds before, but let's just get them back in the army so we can get the army up and running faster. Oh, damn, you got Talabayim. I was hoping the rats would get it. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I wonder how much it would cost for them to give it to us. Wait, you won't even give it to us. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, I wonder why. But we are bordering it. Huh, maybe we need to take Kappelberg for that to be the case? Well, I definitely don't want to move Gulgas to take it. Let's move Gulgas to Essen, or at least near to Essen. Oh, look, Throggy's nearby. And then we got fights potentially all over here. Stay in ambush. Maybe they'll go for Essen and then run into you. They could also go for Nagenhof, but maybe they won't be able to if we trade it for Karak Raziak. Nagenhof? That was the place we wanted to trade, right? It didn't have any goods? No. Nagenhof for Karak Raziak. -8, and you want 15k? Yeah, sure, Throg, sure. You can put some... We can get some use out of that money. Also, we do have a mission from the Vanaheimlings. And that's it, damn. I was really hoping for Nagarond or the Skaven. Either one would have been fine. I don't know who you... Oh, you're about to be dead, so yes, you. And that disappeared all the other missions. Game has a habit of doing that. Alright, well. Regardless, now what we want to do is power up these guys a little bit. You can have Ungor and Raziak. So, trade. Karak Ungor. You want us to pay you to take the... what about Raziak? No, okay, for the love of... Okay, we'll build something there. Something cheap. Not that we care about the money, mind you, but yeah, just build something there and build something there. Maybe with stuff built, they'll be like, ooh, yes, now we want... Oh, wow, 2.5k for the gold. Yeah, but we want to transfer the gold mine to them. So, yeah, and ooh, hello. If it isn't an army. What kind of army we Oh, wow, look at all those giant slayers. Now, that looks pretty fun. Are you able to become a Chaos Warrior of Khorne? Indeed, you are. You guys are able to become chariots, but no, we can't have those. We need knights. We need knights to protect you. You guys are armored, though I don't imagine you'll be all that useful against these giants. Okay, that's going to be a fun fight. In fact, I guess this is going to be the fight right now. Alrighty, so what do you get for this fight? Let me see here. So you have Chaos Vanguard. You could get Flesh Hounds of Khorne buff and the Knights buff and stuff like that. Alright, so Savage... Oh, right, I don't know which of these things actually buffs Flesh Hounds. Demonic melee units. This is non-demonic monsters. Does anything actually buff Flesh Hounds? Non-demonic missile cavalry and artillery. Non-demonic cavalry and chariots. I guess we could just try Savage Bloodlust to see if this works for him. Alright, so currently they have 40 armor. Let's put 1 point in it. And now they have 44. Alright, so that's what buffs it. Alrighty, well, they'll need the armor, so let's get that for them. Alrighty, and we'll need spells for this, that's for damn sure. You are going to get access to Piercing Bolts of Burning, so we'll take that. Obvious choice. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to be very careful with our Chaos War Shrines. But otherwise, let's see how many Slayers we can slay.
Blood for the Blood God!
And they are not going to run. We are attacking Gorequeen. They don't have much in the way of ranged units, but we do have to be careful about those miners. Otherwise, yeah, massive piles of Slayers. Let's see what we can do.
Tear them apart! Take their skulls! Soak this land with their blood!
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome to the Axe Wars. Slayers versus Chaos Warriors of Khorne. So many axes on the field and barely a sword in sight. Well, I suppose the aspiring champions count as well, but I guess the enemy has a few miners, so they have pickaxes, which I guess are also kind of axes. Wait, there are some quarrelers, which also have backup weapons as axes. Damn, it looks like we actually have less axes than the enemy does. Well, that's just disappointing. We've lost. I'm going to concede and just end this campaign here. Alrighty, well, the enemy has 7 units of Giant Slayers as well as 6 units of regular Slayers, and I'm excited to see how our Chaos Warriors perform against these two. Plus, I'm sure both sides appreciate to some degree each other. Wonder how Khorne actually feels about Slayers. Anyway, we're obviously going to start the battle by annoying the enemy as best we can, going to chuck some axes at them, begin the axe exchange. Maybe they'd appreciate the extra few axes. They gotta lose their own axes occasionally. I see these guys' axes aren't actually chained to their wrists there. But anyway, the idea is essentially to annoy the enemy army enough with our Marauders of Khorne with throwing axes so that they actually decide to move towards us. I don't know whether it'll work out, but I would like to use at least some of our ranged ammunition, as unlike the enemy, who has Quarrelers, this is really the only units that we have that can do this. Plus, of course, in this army they'll probably eventually get upgraded to Chaos Knights, so there's no need to... or maybe chariots. Nah, probably not chariots. There's no need to waste them while they're in this form. Should enjoy them as they are. Alrighty, and it looks like they've succeeded. That was annoying enough for the enemy, or they've lost sufficient amounts of units, which was really not all that many. But better than nothing. And here they come. Alrighty, let's speed this up a little bit while the enemy army approaches us, and then as soon as they do... Although I guess we could get a few more shots into these enemy Slayers. Oh, this one's got 2 axes in his arm and is moving around just fine. But I guess it would be annoying to program each individual unit to act wounded. Not sure my, well, definitely know that my processor and stuff wouldn't be able to handle that.
So many grudges that need satisfaction here.
Alrighty, well, these guys' grudges need satisfaction. Let's see if they can manage to do so. The Chaos Warriors and the Slayers are in, but we have backup in the form of the Trolls, which obviously are going to take a lot of damage from the Slayers as compared to non-anti-large infantry, but on the bright side we have a lot of splash, so yeah, the enemy is a glass cannon after all, and we however are not as glass cannony, at least not with our Chaos Warriors of Khorne aspiring champions, so they should be able to hold the line a decent amount of time. We're also going to try to move through this opened laneway essentially here with all of our flesh hounds, which are going to run around and hit all of these quarrelers and miners and whatnot in the back so that we can stop them firing and chucking their satchel charges or whatnot. I also want to point out that Ventress Zorteller, our lord, is getting quite badly beat up here by himself. He tried to move in and duel the enemy lord, but got immediately surrounded by giant slayers and whatnot, so we're going to have to bail him out with some aspiring champions and chaos warriors here.
Cleave them in twain.
Alrighty, cleave them in twain. Who? I think that was a dwarf that said that, but I was like, I don't even know who said that. Because it kind of works for both of our armies at this point. And yeah, this is a bloody infantry clash. Just the way we all like it. Alrighty, and as we can see, the numbers of Chaos Warriors of Khorne are swiftly dwindling, especially on this flank, and it's looking like the aspiring champions are going to have to hold back the Slayer tide here. The Chaos Warriors of Khorne are at half, and actually the aspiring champions are at half as well, although of course only 2 of their models have fallen, as compared to the 40 of the Chaos Warriors of Khorne. This is probably where we're taking the most damage. Our Lord is also taking some damage, but he's in okay shape now that he has backup. We do have a decent amount of damage actually here, as well as these Chaos Warriors of Khorne have dropped down to about half HP. But we will have the support of our Flesh Hounds and such to help by charging into the back of this shortly. Over on this side, we're actually winning, however, as the Trolls and the Chaos Warriors, plus the War Shrine helping them out, are managing to do a decent amount of damage. We also have 47% intensity on that Giver of Furious Glory as well, so getting a little bit of buffs. Not a crazy amount of buffs, mind you, but I didn't want to send this thing in considering how fragile it can be against Slayers, or in general. Though, of course, unlike last episode when facing off against Draika's ranged units, we're not as, at least, in danger of getting ripped apart by ranged fire. And there we go. Now it's just a matter of surrounding these guys on the flank, as this portion of the battle is in our hands. These guys still have to be taken out, though, as there's a decent amount. And, ooh, there we go. A Chaos Sword of Khorne, or a Sword of Khorne, coming down from the sky right before the charge of our Flesh Hounds. Khorne heralding his good boys with a little bit of sword work there. Also find it interesting that it is a sword and not an axe of Khorne that comes from the sky, but we'll take it. And then just like that, in similar fashion, heralding the charge of the rest of the Flesh Hounds into this other blob of Slayers, we have our Piercing Bolts of Burning coming down. With that, I do believe the enemy army shatters, and it does look like we still have to work through all of their unbreakable Slayers, but at least their Quarrelers, Miners, and whatnot are gone. Our Lord is also somewhat damaged, and he has, however, managed to basically kill the enemy lord, who frankly was only at level 3, so was really never any kind of threat. Lovely. Alrighty, well, let's watch the rest of the Slayers meet their dooms. One's lost his head. And the animation of the dual axe swing is very similar for the Slayers and the Chaos Warriors. Also, I do enjoy watching that death blow. Alrighty, and was that the last of these guys? Let's see, there's still 20 Giant Slayers in the middle here on right, and these guys. They certainly took quite a lot of damage from the Piercing Bolts of Burning. In fact, I was impressed with just how much damage Piercing Bolts of Burning does to Slayers. Of course, they're unarmored, which is their biggest problem, so when you have ranged and you have lots of magics, you can do a lot of damage to them quite quickly. But then, of course, this army wouldn't have enjoyed itself nearly as much, which would have been a shame. Alrighty, last little circle of Slayers holding out against the tide. We've got Doom aplenty. Khornates have Doom if you have Skull, Blood, whatever. I guess most things have Skull, so that's fair. And there we go, I think that was probably the last. Nope, there is one left in here, somewhere. But I don't think we're gonna spot him. I think he's going to die. So let's just speed up the rest of that. We can do a little bit of chasing at the miners and the quarrelers and whatnot, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I think even if we didn't destroy the army, Azag's forces would have picked it up anyway. Alrighty, a close victory, and we certainly played this in a manner that the enemy had an advantage, in the sense that, well, we had an equal advantage, but we both played on each other's terms in terms of this battle, so I think that was a pretty decisive idea for how much stronger our Chaos Warriors are than the enemy Slayers and such, though we do have support and the enemy didn't have any, like, Rune Lords or anything or in here that they could get support from. Still, they had Giant Slayers and we didn't have, well, they had a lot more Giant Slayers than we had Chosen. I wonder what the one-on-one would have looked like, though. Would have been nice to get a few more one-on-ones directly to compare, but oh well. Next time, I'm sure Gorequeen will have plenty more Slayers where that came from. Alrighty, a very, very nice battle that we found here, and I was very happy with it. It was essentially Slayers with a lowercase s versus Slayers with a uppercase s here. Khorne versus dwarfs that Khorne would probably, at least to some degree, approve of. He's probably happy about Slayers in general, so yeah, I'm sure everybody's happy here. They got their Doom, we got their Blood and Skulls. It's a win-win, isn't it? As much of a win-win as you can get in the Warhammer universe. Let's see, sacrifice captive 627, but yeah, you know what, we'll want to heal up here. There are other Slayer armies to be attacking. Now, enemy killed in battle, a Chaos Cultist, a path to glory for Ventress Zorateller. And well, I think his army is more or less good as it is. It doesn't really need to change much. I was happy with it as it was, and this was supposed to be our Fleshhound army. I suppose the only thing we're missing is the War Shrine, but we will have a like a regular non-coordinate War Shrine, but we'll get one on Barbaros later. So, that's just fine. Now, you can heal up, or actually you can just move to the edge of this territory. Hopefully our Orky allies will start taking these territories over for us. And if not, well, we'll just help them out. Alrighty. Well, with that, unfortunately, we're pretty much out of time. There isn't much more that we could do here. You should be able to auto-resolve this Skull Reef before hitting the High Sentinel, although... Huh. You might be able to take the High Sentinel. Ooh, but it's iron. But it's iron that we can't use, which is a shame. You know what, we'll see. We'll see if this is auto-resolvable next time. It's usually not worth it to fight Skull Reefs in late game, because you could take them on in early game, and we're so late that it's probably a waste of our time. But anyway, we'll figure that out next time, and possibly... we can reach Village. Okay, so we will be declaring war on Village in the next episode and attacking him while he's in March stance with our Dragon Ogre army, which is nearly in its final form as well, which is quite nice. We won't be able to bring our Sorcerer, unfortunately, so Village will have mastery of the Winds of Magic, but that should be nothing unusual, and hopefully we can still destroy his army. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.